Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues and the Batman universe. And here we are, folks. We are at the final figure in my collection for the whole Batman animated series, but in this case the New Adventures of Batman. And this is my standard Batman from the New Adventures of Batman. Like I said, he is very much like this Batman. I've got him in my little plastic bag here. That's how the blue Batman, this is how he should look. This is actually from the Mission Masters line. This is the same line that the insect Mr. Freeze came from. This is Night Assault Batman. And I like the accessory that Batman comes with, and it is an actual accurate accessory that you see him use in the animated series. More importantly, in the new Batman Adventures, and is correct in scale, and is a really nice accessory that was used a couple other times throughout some of the multi-coalition rainbow Batman and Robins that came in this wave that I do not have. But remember how I kept saying, oh, how I wish they would have given this Batman and Robin a cloth cape. This is the only one in the line that actually has a cloth cape, and I think maybe it's due to the accessory that he came with that they decided to give it to him. As you can see, it's a little see-through. Used to the other Batman, the cape would be see-through the same way, but it's kind of got the extra fold in so you could do that number with, but it's just a straight piece of cloth, and I'm fine with that. It's nice that this Batman actually has a cloth cape. He looks so much better. This is almost the exact figure from the Crime Squad or Crime Solver Batman. The only difference is that this belt is a little bit brighter on that Batman. Of course, he does have the plastic cape with the hole in the back. Now, this Batman, of course, does have the hole in the back because this is the same body that they had used. This is a 1998 figure, and one of the only ones that really has the stamp on it to know. Most of the other figures do not have a date. It's just the production information. As you can see, Batman, we really haven't done it before. Got some fuzz here. Sorry about that. Really didn't do it with the, what I want to call the Hush Batman, or the World of Batman, the Gotham City Adventures Batman. Didn't go over all the aesthetic things that are different between the two Batman, because I wanted to save it for this guy. But as you can tell, it's a totally new, resculpted Batman, as everything is and should be since the series changed a little bit. You can see the gauntlets. Sorry, Batman, there, as I bounce your head off the review table. The gauntlets are completely different, and I like these points on the gauntlets. I still like this Batman almost more overall. I think it's just because I've had this one for so long that this one just seemed new and fresh to me. Not that I don't like the original animated series Batman, but of course, the heads are completely different. And you can see that there's more detailing in this Batman, and that's how the series was. And when they redesigned it, they kind of streamlined their designs a little bit and just made them look a little sleeker and a little less busy. Probably a little bit more cartoony, but I like it. I love the Bat logo on here. Gone is the oval, and when they went to, I guess, back to this type of a logo, I missed seeing this in the comics for so long. But now, having lived with this for quite a while, this one does look a little funny again. But I definitely like this Batman. It's one of my favorites in the collection. It's really kind of hard to choose. I kind of have the two kind of off to the side, more like this, and then all the other figures out and around them. Generally, if I'm putting my animated series figures up on a shelf to display, I'm tending to lean more towards these because we get a Nightwing and there's a Batgirl. Of course, I could do that in with the lines, but I kind of ran out of some shelf space. Since I have less of these, I've been putting up more of these on my shelf just for the time. I'm working on getting a new shelf so I can display all of these again. I did mention a gadget that he comes with, as I'm kind of rambling here, because as you could tell, I just love this Batman. He comes with this nice glider almost looks like a pterodactyl here. I don't know if I can get it in the shot. Let's put Batman up in Wayne Manor. But you can see the glider here, and this is a glider for the animated series that you see him use off and on. So there's no, buttons or mechanisms to make anything work, but as you can tell, it makes a set of bat ears, right there. And then getting it up into this position, of course, when you put Batman in it, which I've only ever had Batman in this, I think, once. So this may be a little bit of experience to get Batman in this, as I've never really done it before, so you may have to bear with me a second. So I think I said I've only done this once, and I like that they gave him the cloth cape for this. This may be interesting. I think when I originally bought this back in 2000 something, and also the nice thing about this figure is I got him at a discount. He was a deluxe figure, or they consider him a deluxe figure. So I think, again, he was probably pushing a little over the $10 mark, maybe 11 or 12, and got him for $4. So again, it was kind of at the end of the wave, and I think Walmart was setting on a lot of these type of things, and it kind of worked out for me. I don't recommend, if you really want to get figures, waiting, because some of the good ones will be gone. But I don't know if I actually got this glider correct. Like I said, I've only done this once before. So, yeah, Rob, way to be prepared. I think you get the general idea of how this is supposed to work. Man, it's been a while since I've had Batman up on this glider. So I think this is supposed to go in. All you're probably seeing is my big stupid hands, but you get the idea. And there's this little claw thing up here at the top, which, really isn't, it doesn't do anything. I generally have it, kind of back. And again, do I have it on my shelf with this on? No, but I do kind of hang it in the bat cave, but you can kind of see how it is supposed to work here. But a nice little accessory. And I think in the issue where Robin becomes Nightwing and says he's going to quit and actually punches Batman, Batman comes in on this glider. And I think the episode's called Old Wounds, and it's the only time you see the redesign of the Dick Grayson Robin in the animated series. I kind of wish we would have got a redesigned Dick Grayson Robin. I thought that would have been cool, but again, he was only in one episode, so they just probably decided as a manufacturer, Tim Drake is the Robin in the series, so we're not going to produce a Dick Grayson Robin. Speaking of Robin, let's bring up the Boy Wonder, now in his cloth cape, and I like the two. I like the two a lot together. They look really cool. And Ms. Fuzz is just going from figure to figure. Apologize about that. Turn some light back on here. And we will bring up also the other Batman and Robin. So we've kind of arrived almost right back where we started from with the Batman animated series. We have the beginning and the end here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun going through my old figures in here and kind of getting a chance to relive a little bit of get out of the way, Joker. Relive a little bit of I would say my childhood, but it was actually my adulthood, and I'm kind of noticing here that Batman is actually taller than Batman. I've never really had them standing much side by side. They've sometimes been far apart on my shelf. Sorry about getting distracted there. But like I said, when the animated series started, I was just going into my senior year of high school. So this is where collecting really started to explode for me, where I think I made mention clear back in the Batman animated series episode number 1 for my YouTube channel that having my own money and being conscious of what I was buying, of course you saw me buy a lot of these figures here, but where I was making decisions on what I wanted to buy rather than asking mom and dad, oh, can I have this? Oh, can I have that? and I really started laying the groundwork for collecting for myself, and the animated series is really what started it. And I'm also a big Star Wars fan, so I was collecting Star Wars heavily right around the time of the new Batman adventures, which is why there are some holes in my collection. I do not have a Harley Quinn. I can't believe I don't have Harley Quinn. I missed out on Commissioner Gordon, on Alfred, Talia, the redesign of Ra's al Ghul. I am missing Scarecrow and Bane and the Ventriloquist and Clock King for the new redesigns. I'm missing the Riddler for the redesign. I just kind of got sidetracked in my Star Wars collecting and thought, oh, I'll go back and I'll get some of these figures. And now I'm picking up a lot of the new Batman Adventures figures on eBay. So these are 4 of my favorite figures. Somebody said, oh, if you had to rush out of your house or you were moving somewhere and you could only pick a few figures, if I was going to pick 4, these are the 4 I would going to pick. And I think I would grab Nightwing and Batgirl just because I would like to have them. Then I would try and grab all of them. But these are 4 of my favorite figures, and it's hard for me to pick which of the 4 I like. I think I tend to gravitate towards the new Batman Adventures just because it was fresh, it was a little different take, just a different style, and not that I don't love the original animated series, I do, so I don't want somebody to go, oh geez Rob, I can't believe you don't like that. I think that's just personal preference, and I like those episodes a little bit more, and only because there was only 1 season of the new redesigns. Every episode just seemed fresh, new, and exciting for me. So that is it, folks, for the action figures. We have this play set back here that has been the backdrop of all of these videos that you have probably kindly sat through and watched, and we haven't even opened the thing up. That is coming up. But first, I have a couple vehicles that we're going to go through and look at. And then we'll put some of these figures in the vehicles and see how they sit in them and ride in them and all that type of stuff. So if you indulge me a little bit more, we still have more coming from Kenner here. Somebody asked if I have any Batman Beyond action figures. No, I do not. And the reason I do not, somebody don't stone me for saying this, I never really cared for Batman Beyond. I don't know what it was, and I just assumed that once the original animated series ended, that was kind of the end of it. So, no, there is no Batman Beyond, and as far as I'm concerned, there won't be for me. I have really no desire to pick up any of those, so sorry to dismay anybody. If you really do like Batman Beyond, by all means, like what you like. I just don't. So, we've got 2 vehicles to go through. I can't find the third one. Surprise, Rob. And the Wayne Manor to go through. And then I have a few more Batman animated series related products and some things you may shake your head out and go, why did you buy that? And some of them, there's some funny stories too as why as I bought them. Some of them were gifts. Some of them are McDonald's Happy Meal toys. But we will have more Batman animated series to go through. So if you thought you were at the end of the Batman animated series, we are almost below the tip of the iceberg. We've still got a few more things to go through, and hopefully some stuff that I think you're really going to like. Like I said, the first thing that I reviewed was the pillow, if you remember that, and I have more of those type of sort of things. So we'll pull off the other 3 and we'll knock over Batman. Today we've been taking a look at my final figure and one of my favorite Batmans. Probably my favorite Batman. This guy is a very, very close second, and Retro Batman is right up there at the top. But today we've been taking a look at Joker. Sit down. We've been taking a look at Night Assault Batman. There's a phone. That's the cue. We'll see you guys next time.